Good morning, YouTube. It is 3:50 in the morning and we are off to Rome. Their taxi is on the way for 4 a.m. and we'll see you there.
We have this really cute blackboard, or I guess blackboard, with sticky notes all over it at this little pizza place in Rome. So I'm writing a little note for them to leave on their floor. It's really tomatoey and oily, really greasy.
It's so bland. That's really it.
So Kira's not satisfied. Stopped to grab a quick bite for lunch, so we went to the super popular sandwich place, which you will see with the B-roll. It was very busy. There was a sit-down option, or you could take it with you, like to go. So we got our sandwiches, although we think they messed up Kieran's. They may have messed up mine. We don't really know what happened. Kieran ordered letter A on the menu, which was supposed to be ham, brie.
No, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be ham, mozzarella, and eggplant.
I got the mozzarella with pesto and I forgot the cheese. So I just finished my sandwich and I thought it was pretty good. I really don't like eggplant, so I don't really know why I thought I would like it. I mean, I don't hate it, but I have like a love-hate relationship with it, so I think that's what kind of threw off the sandwich for me. The bread was pretty good though, and the meat was okay. It was a little bit greasy, but you kind of have to expect that when coming to like these like real meat places. I don't know how else to describe it. They're like fattier meats for sure. So yeah, that's what I would rate my sandwich. Do I think it deserves the rating that it has? Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just the sandwich I got, but I don't think my sandwich matches that rating. Trevi Fountain. As you can see, there is a hell of a lot of people. It was like not a fight, but like a fight to get a good spot, because as soon as one would free up, like another person would jump in, and then when you're about to take a good photo, someone would walk right in front of the lens. So that was also very nice. But Kieran did a really good job at making it work. But what I was gonna say was, in the Hilary Duff movie, I'm like curious as to how they blocked this all off for the Hilary Duff movie, because like there's so many people that come see this. So like I wonder how long like the filming of that was. You know what I mean? Like was it like a week that they had this scene, or like a couple of days? Because that would be crazy to block off this whole. Like, look at all these people. So I got my Hilary Duff moment on a boomerang, which we'll insert here. We're trying our first gelato place in Rome. So we got 3 different scoops. We got mixed berries, panna cotta, which tastes like these dulce de leche cookies you can buy at the grocery store, and my mom used to buy when we were younger. So good. I don't know how to describe it. It's just really sweet.
It's almost like salted caramel.
Yeah, you're right. And then the other one was Snickers. So Kieran and I are gonna try it. We are in our Airbnb in Rome, and I thought we would show you guys what it looks like before we turn it into a disaster for 2 days. Because obviously getting up and traveling, each time we have to sprawl out our stuff we need all the time. So let's start at the door. Oopsies. So when you first walk in, the bedroom is to your right, and then to your left is like the little living room and like kitchen up there. So you walk in and it's pretty tight, but it's more like a rustic romantic feel. I really like the beautiful mirrors. And then you walk into the bathroom, so just a little step up. And you see me, the shower. So again, very tight space, but doable toilet. Then we go back out. We have the little living rooms. We have all our stuff here, and then you walk up the stairs, and Kieran's taller than the ceiling, so he's already bumped his head once right before I started filming this clip. We have a little TV. I don't know what's in here. Just storage. Then you come up the stairs, little mini fridge, microwave, and some kitchen stuff. Really cute, small place. So I'm gonna jump in the shower, and I will, or I guess we will, I keep saying I will check in with you once we are there. So we're at this place called, insert name here, and this is the pizza that I got. It has ham, salami, mushrooms, egg, olives. I don't know what this one is. Garlic? Okay. And Kieran got the
Seafood spaghetti. Oh man, is that like a... This thing's got like whiskers on it still.
It looks good. Bon appetit! Good morning, guys. It is Saturday in Rome, and today, as you can tell, Kieran is not with me. He actually was feeling really unwell. He was really sick in the morning when we woke up. His body's aching. He had really bad muscle spasms while he was sleeping, so I let him get some more sleep, and he kind of just wants to stay in bed for most of the day, which I understand. I mean, you kind of need energy to be up in the heat, walking around all day. So I decided to venture out by myself down to the St. Peter's Basilica, and then we're gonna go over to the Vatican. The line is quite long, so I see why everyone always says get here early, because it's pretty crazy and ridiculous, and like every 5 feet, 10 feet that you walk, there's another person trying to sell you a ticket deal on a guided tour in English or not English or literally whatever you want. And it's starting to get to me just a little bit. It's a little annoying. I feel like I just have to walk as if I'm in a tunnel and have tunnel vision and not be able to like look around in my surroundings, because anytime I do look around, somebody comes up to me and asks if I want to buy something, and it's really, really annoying. So we're gonna go into the Basilica, see what it's all about. I will check in with you guys once we are in there. Most places have allowed filming that we've been on this trip so far, so I think hopefully I can get some footage. Then I think I'm gonna go find a coffee at some point, and then lunch shortly after that, and then I will go back to the room and see how Kieran's doing. Maybe he'll feel up for a little bit of sightseeing in the afternoon, but I guess we'll have to see. My eyelash extensions update, they have basically completely all fallen off on my right eye, and on my left eye they're like half there. So I started putting on fake eyelashes. Yeah, I'm not wearing sunglasses today. I mean, for most of the trip, I feel like I'd be able to get away with just wearing sunglasses. But today I wasn't feeling it. The sun's not super bright, and I didn't want to bring all these extra accessories with me, so we're doing the eyelashes today. So they wouldn't let me in because of the way I'm dressed. I'm wearing a crop top and a skirt. So I apparently was supposed to be wearing something that covers my legs and arms, and I only have a jacket. So what I'm going to try to do is put on a jacket and see if that will at least swing for the Vatican, but I'm pretty sure they're going to tell me the same thing, but I mean, it's worth a try. Otherwise, I'll have to subway home, change, and then come all the way back out, which I really don't feel like doing because it's already 1 and the lineups just grow as the day goes on. So yeah. As I was walking to the Vatican, of course I got stopped again by another tour guide group type thing, and they said I definitely won't be able to get in unless I buy a scarf to cover either my shoulders and have my jacket cover my knees. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know whether to go back to the Airbnb and change completely, or just admire it from afar and kind of go venture around Rome instead. I don't care about paying the €2. I'll do it if I have to, but I just don't know if it's even worth waiting in line to do this type of festivity, I guess. My upper chest is also super burnt from yesterday, so I feel like that doesn't help with attraction of, you know, old men saying, yeah, you definitely need to cover up. So I'm sweating. I don't know how people are wearing pants and long sleeve shirts and things like these. I totally understand the respect rule, but I feel like I would like strip that jacket off as soon as I got into a part of the building where there wasn't any security or anything. So to brighten my day a little bit, I'm gonna go get my coffee or cappuccino now. So I'm going to Cafe Portofino. Has a 4.2 stars out of 5 and 1,755 people have rated this place. So it's about a 15-minute walk. So I feel like this would give me a good pick-me-up, and then we can kind of see where else we're gonna venture on today. When you have to pee and you finally find a beautiful, nice bathroom. We made it to the cafe and it is absolutely packed. They have a huge outdoor seating area and then they have a small seating area inside. But I want to sit outside and enjoy like the weather, obviously. So I'm just going to show you what I got. So I ordered this little cappuccino. I think they do so good with their like design art. I went to the bathroom, so I'm sure it looked a little prettier while I was away before it started settling. Then I'm going to get a, what's it called? Coffee to go right after this as I keep walking along the road. Came across these gorgeous yellow kind of buildings. I guess they're more like a terracotta and a yellow, and I just find them absolutely beautiful. I'm on my way walking to a park right now that is, I actually found it on Google, that is like highly recommended to just go and chill and kind of look at the architecture of the chapels and buildings around. So you can pay an entry to go to those chapels and stuff, or you could just kind of sit on the grass and walk around on the paths and admire it from that way. I got a coffee from the last place, which is actually an Americano, and it's like super small. I call it like a miniature size, but it's the first place that had proper lids. Like it has a little spout that you can close. So I really appreciate that when you're walking. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Anyway, so it doesn't spill all over me as I'm walking around with all of this stuff in my hands. But yeah, so we're gonna go look at that and then probably grab a bite to eat. Feeling pizza. When am I not feeling pizza? And then I think I'll make my way back to Airbnb to kind of see how Kira's doing. He hasn't replied to my text, so I'm assuming that he's sleeping still. So it's about 2:30, and I will check in with you guys in a couple. With Kieran about this, but every time I need to throw out my coffee cup, I can never find a garbage around. And I don't know if it's just in Europe, but I think like London, England was like the only one where I could find garbages on every corner. Here it's like every few streets, if you find them, you're like, oh, and I don't want to litter, so I'm just carrying around my coffee cup full of lipstick. Finally, a garbage. Could I get one of those?
Yes. Margarita.
Like a lot smaller than the ones that I've had previous, but I think it will be fine because we're gonna have an earlier dinner tonight. Kieran texted me that he's feeling a lot better, so after this I'm gonna make my way back. Super hot. It's really good. I think the mozzarella was the best mozzarella I've ever had on a cheese pizza. It's cooked really well. The crust was not thin, but it wasn't thick. It was right in the middle, so it was like perfect, and it satisfied like my craving for that dough. The only thing I feel like that could give it a little bit of a higher ranking is if that one had meat on it. The size is definitely like a personal size. It's a smaller like circle, like oval, but that's totally fine. Other than that, I agree with the reviews and the rating that they gave on Google. I'm on a quiet street now, and there's like no street vendors, no one running up to you asking you, do you want to buy tickets to any tours? And I just gotta say, like, I really appreciate that quiet, just like peaceful streets. I mean, I definitely did envision when we first planned this trip, you know, more music in the streets. And leading into the next point, when I was passing one of the bridges, there was a guy playing this interesting instrument, and it was so peaceful to like listen to. So I passed the bridge to go see what I wanted to see, and I turned around to go back to go to the pizza place. And when I turned around to go back, there was 3 police officers that were kicking him off the bridge saying that he couldn't play there, which was really unfortunate. I feel like it's so annoying having so many street vendors, and if anything, they should be kicked off the street, or like have less of them, so tourists actually enjoy their time more, and then have more people that can just play music, because that's way more enjoyable and makes you feel like you're in the culture and everything like that. So I just wanted to bring that point up. My other point I want to say is I feel that everything that I filmed today is pretty much just buildings and me eating, so I basically should convert this channel to a food channel, or Kieran's channel. I don't know whose channel this is going on. And I've talked about with Kieran before, I feel like we've just been like reviewing food everywhere we go, but it is something that we both enjoy for sure and love experiencing, especially together. So obviously I like missed him during these few hours because we've done everything together so far on this trip, so feeling kind of separated is definitely odd when you're in a foreign country by yourself. Another great thing about where that pizza place was, it's only like a 22-minute walk home, which is not bad at all. I like to get my steps in, so does Kieran, and we normally get 10,000 a day when we're back home, but we said since we're eating kind of a lot when we're traveling, our goal is to have like a minimum of 15,000, which we've been doing pretty good at accomplishing, even if we've had a couple flights a day, because usually they're early in the morning, so it gives us the whole afternoon to go explore the city. So it's really nice to be able to get this 20-minute walk in. Nobody's on this street, nobody's bothering me, it's so nice. I'm home. Look who's awake.
Hi.
He looks alive again. I feel like, not that I would wanted to film you this morning, but he like
You should have filmed me laying in the bed.
He could have barely like talked or moved. Even when I said bye, I was like, bye babe. He's
I didn't even hear you say bye.
I know, and so I put the apple and made sure his water was full before I left. And
That
then
was really cute.
we're just editing one of my photos that Kieran took of me for IG now, and I'm just having some afternoon wine. Kieran's having some protein. This is like the second thing he's eaten today, other than, well, technically third. He had a Tums, he had an apple, and then now he's having a protein bar. So we're just gonna do this, edit a couple more, and check the time, then probably go for dinner. Kieran's first time out today in the real world. That wasn't in our Airbnb, so we hit up a few restaurants before this one, and this is the one that we ended up going to just because of little things that happened at the other ones. So we start off with this big salad, is what it's called. You want to tell them what's in it?
Cured beef, ham, lettuce, carrots, corn, olives, tomatoes, and then other forms of lettuce.
Yes, and then I got white wine, and we thought it was interesting. It comes in this like beer jug craft thing, and it's like glass, so it's nice. Just for house white, and then we got a big bottle of a liter of water, and yeah, then we just have their typical dressing, olive oil and vinegar. So this is our app, and then we'll show you our pizza. Tell us what pizza you got.
The one with all the veggies, and then I added sausage.
And we got thick crust, even though it kind of still looks thin. I got the potato and sausage one with tomato sauce added because it wasn't already in the menu as is. We just got a mixed berry cheesecake, and we're a little confused. And we're not sure whether that's to eat.
I've never seen a cheese cup. This is like a cupcake, literally, cupcake. It's pretty light, which I'm happy about. Like, I didn't want a super thick cheesecake right now.
This is where we came for gelato after dinner, La Romana del 1947, I think was what they called it. 3,500 reviews, and it has like a 4.8, and it was so crowded in there. They're very like classy flavors, so it's not like Skittles and not Skittles, sorry, Snickers and Kit Kat and all that kind of stuff that we ordered at the other one. But I got the fruity one with like berries. I got the coffee, and then I got this hazelnut truffle with a little bit of whipped cream on the top. That's so thick, whipped cream, oh my god. And Clarissa got 5 flavors, the maxi one.
So I got this one, this one, this one, this one, and I think this one.
You want some of this whipped cream?
Yes, I do.
So what did you think of your artisan gelato experience?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
5 different flavors, one big waffle cone, milk chocolate in the bottom that hardened into this like Kit Kat crispy crunch. Honestly, couldn't be better.
Well, all right then.
What's yours?
She recommends La Romana del 1947.
Sponsor me!
It was one of those places where every flavor is interesting or weird. You can't just get Snickers or something like that. So I thought it was good, like 8.5 out of 10. I like the coffee one because I like coffee. But I'm not a huge ice cream guy in general, so it was as good as it can be for what I want.
Did it taste like coffee crisp?
No, it tastes like a cappuccino-ish, and there was like hazelnut pieces in it.
We are home from the restaurant and ice cream, and we were just, you know, getting settled and brushing our teeth and stuff and go to bed. So we will see you guys tomorrow morning. We have to get up really early and it's supposed to rain, so I don't know how much vlogging we'll actually be able to get done, but it's midnight, so good night. Good morning. It is our last day in Rome today, and as you can tell with our outerwear attire, it is raining today, so it's not the nicest, and of course we're seeing something that is outside, so that's just our luck. We just dropped our stuff off at the luggage deposit capital, if you can see that right there. Their prices were much better than the place that we originally looked into checking our luggage, because we had to check out before 10 a.m. this morning. We obviously didn't want to take our luggage everywhere with us, so we Googled some places. This one had the best prices to have it there for the day before we catch our train tonight at 6:30. So we're gonna go find some coffee on the way to the Colosseum, and we'll catch up with you at some point. I'm not sure because of the rain. All right, first stop of the day, where did we go?
We went to Infinity Cafe, and we asked if they could do coffee to go, and they said yeah. So I said, can we get 2 Americanos to go? And so he gave us, they were full to like here, in these double cupped plastic cups of espresso Americano. And Claire said he made them backwards, like he did the water first, which was different. They're pretty good, it's just they're tiny, so I might get another coffee.
It was cheap too though, it's like €1.
It was $1.20 each. So that was it's an experience.
He seemed very happy to give it to us though.
Yeah.
He's like, he put the spoons in like, and there you go.
So we stopped at Air Barretto, and Clarissa got a triple Americano with a hazelnut or vanilla cappuccino, we don't know yet. Croissant, ham and cheese, and I got a triple Americano as well. And we're about to, it's pretty early actually, it's still 10:30, because we had to wait for half an hour to get into the Roman Forum, the Colosseum, because they don't tell you that you have to be a scheduled time, and we showed up and our tickets were for 11:15 and it's only 10:30 now. So it would be nice if they communicated better, but we're going to have a nice coffee instead.
To kill some time. I also find it funny that we bring our Splendas everywhere we go, and when we like order our drinks, we always ask if they have different types of milk. We have to figure out like new phrases and ways to say it to see if we can ever catch a place that doesn't just have like full fat milk. So
I feel like they would be pretty disrespected if they knew we had Splenda.
I know. Mine's on the side of my mind.
We made our way into the Colosseum now, and it was a pretty short line because we kind of had the inside scoop where you can buy tickets for all 3 of these things at each place, but obviously the Colosseum has the longest line, so we went to the Palatine to buy our ticket, which has no line because no one even wants to go to that, and then that gets you in here as well. And I wish more people knew of that, but I also don't think it would be as effective if they did know.
Tell them how we found out.
Well, we listened, like we watched a couple of blog posts and stuff like that, and there's like tips when going to Rome and stuff. That you could just, that one ticket gets you in each place here, so you can buy it anywhere, so it's smart to not buy it at the Colosseum. Because I feel so bad that the line to buy a ticket to get in the Colosseum was literally around the Colosseum today. So all these people literally are waiting, standing here to get a ticket here, and they could walk 5 minutes down the road, buy a ticket, and come back and go into no line, which it sucks for them, but it's good for us, I guess. So we're gonna go and see what it looks like. You do a self tour, and that's €12, and that gets you in each building all together. just finished up at the Colosseum and now we're at the Roman Forum. You can tell it's a beautiful Sunday out in Rome. I've never actually experienced nicer weather. I love to walk in this weather. You can see here, there's grass, also structures. It really complements the rain.
There we go. What a nice little, oh, even nicer. Woo!
We are here at Benso for lunch after the Colosseum and the Roman Forum right before we go pick up our bags around 4. So we're gonna have pizza, I'm gonna have chicken, and we're just getting some bread right now.
What do we think of the bread compared to all the bread we've had?
We've only had one good bread other place. One other good bread place.
I second that. Right. Smells really good.
Lemon chicken with veggies.
And Kieran said he likes this bread so much he wants them to take it away from him. I've never heard him say that in my entire life.
That looks like a Canadian pizza.
It looks pretty good though. Like I'm happy the crust is not burnt and it's like not burnt at all. It's perfect. All right, let's get eating. So we are chilling at the train station. We have about 2.5 hours to kill until our train arrives. And we've had it with the weather, so we're inside now. You want to tell them what you rated your meal?
8.75 for my chicken vegetable.
I think it's the highest rating we've got this trip so far.
It's just the portion size. Like it was 14 euro, which is close to 20 bucks, and they could easily have given me 2 chicken breasts and half those vegetables, and I would have expected that. But they gave 3 chicken breasts. They were like medium to small, and a really good amount of vegetables. So they gave really good portion sizes. How was your pizza?
It was delicious. Can you hear me over this obnoxious piano? I would rate the pizza an 8.5, maybe even a 9 actually, because it was a thicker crust. And it kind of reminded me of home because Kieran mentioned it's kind of like a Canadian pizza is what we call it, with the sausage and the mushrooms. Yeah, there wasn't really anything to improve on that. Maybe, okay, cook the middle a little more, because Kieran said the very middle of the pizza was so floppy and soggy, like toppings were falling off a lot quicker than other pizzas we've had. So maybe the same, maybe 8.75.